obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in his dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog.
All right, shalom, 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 Israel. We are the Isupk, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Hunter. And since 1969, we've been on the highways and byways, in the reservations, in the barrios, telling blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, gather yourselves together, because ye are the children of Israel, of the lost 12 tribes of Israel. Right. This is the official Isupk Orlando Tuesday Night Brotherhood class. And we are your hosts, Officer 5K Thawashab La Yah, and Officer 500 Chaanak Yahawada. Yahabashim Shabaraka Thumb to the brothers. Yahashimar Thabashim Yahshah to the sisters. Let's get it on and cracking. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, snap. We got Officer Bar in the building. What's going on?
There's that. Officer Bizarre.
Lovely. How about your circuit thumb?
Hey, how about your
oh, man.
Bizarre in this joint. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, right. Well, if I could, I do want to get a shout out to Isupk Tampa as well. Anybody out there in the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? Tampa, Lakeland, wherever you at. Officer Magazar, broadcasting on the Isupk Tampa channel. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all support all the channels that we got for Florida, Isupk Orlando, Isupk Tampa, everything, y'all. Oh, sign Christ.
Word life.
Yeah, so what's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling? Y'all all right?
Okay.
Tawab, in the midst of Babylon falling, to rise no more, we are Tawab.
Damn right. We got the young man on here too as well. Fred, Drew, how y'all feeling? Y'all all right?
Shalom.
Everything Tawab, sir.
Oh, them brothers incognito to today, huh? They ain't want to be seen on camera, huh? It's all good. I appreciate y'all brothers being on. You know what I'm saying? So, What is the meaning of life?
Shit, we can tap into the other topic first if you want.
I was going to get there if I may, sir.
Okay.
What is the meaning of life? What is your purpose? What does the Bible say? What is a good or bad woman? And we gonna tap into that first. We're gonna tap into that one first because it's very important to not listen to the world on this topic. The world on this topic outside of the ISUPK telling you that being a bad bitch, excuse my French, is the meaning of a good woman. Just because you look good, you're a good woman. Just because your backside is fat, you're a good woman. Just because you're a little toxic and you talk trash and you got a good job and you pay your own bills, you're considered a good woman in the eyes of the world. Now, the Bible have a different standard. It always has a different standard when it comes to things of the Lord against things of the world. And even Christ said that. Christ said, "You are not of the of God, you are of the world." So, what is considered a good woman according to the Bible?
That's a good question.
Any sisters in the chat? Can y'all elaborate? Can y'all, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to, because society, the hip hop community, social media got our sisters in the jam, man. And the thing is, they so programmed now, so they don't even see it. They don't even know that they're being programmed to go against the natural order of what God said, what is good and what ain't good. What's the standard of a woman and what's not. The oppressor and his woman played our sisters in the 60s and the 70s. They had their own war against their husbands. And they needed our sisters to vote, just like they always need us to do something to help change some kind of shift in power. They always need the minorities, but we are the majorities. They always need us to shift things in their way. So what they did was they got our sisters to vote on women's rights. But it wasn't for all women. It was actually for white women. But they just included blacks and Hispanics because it's more of them than it is of them. And more of us than it is of them. Meaning, blacks and Hispanics. To where y'all wanted to where they wanted to be able to work, not be at stay-at-home women, not be left out in decisions when it comes to paying bills in their way of life. They wanted their own say so. They wanted to be able to do the jobs that men do. While our sister was fine being stay-at-home moms. And I say all that to say this. I seen a TikTok video where his brother was going around. He was interviewing so white women and black women. And he started off with the question with the white women was, do a man need to have money to make a woman happen in a relationship? And all the white women said no. Now, who knows if that a lie or not? We'll get to that. That's neither here nor there. We'll get to that at a time. But all the white women said no. But when the brother asked the sisters, y'all know what they said. They went in. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck nah. Oh, this, oh, that. Nah, I ain't going for that. He better not. No. They had a whole bunch to say. And that goes to show you the standards of our women. The roles have changed. Now, the oppressor's woman knows exactly what it takes to steal your man. She know how to be a so-called good woman in order to steal your man. All she got to do is be the opposite of what you are. Loudmouth, uncontrollable, this and that. Now, not all sisters, but look at the percentage of single black women, unmarried black women, failed relationship, failed marriages. So my question is, what does the Bible say a good or bad woman is? Because there were some good women in the Bible, and there were some bad women in the Bible. There's scriptures to let you know what a good woman is, and there's scriptures to let you to warn brothers to stay away from this type of woman because she's no good for you. America has a different standard. So let's find out what the Lord's stance is on this. And if anything y'all brothers want to bring out, y'all can. The first scripture that we're going to grab is Proverbs 31:10. Wait, matter of fact, first of all, let's grab Genesis 3:16.
Come on, sir.
All right, let me get there with you. You know what I'm saying? Because we have just totally, like, excuse me, we have totally just like put to the side what the Lord's standard is. And we put our own standards on things. So if you got it, let's go ahead and get it.
Khan Auto Khan. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, and verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Unto the woman he said,
Unto the woman. Now this is the Lord telling the woman what gonna befall her after they disobeyed the Lord in the Garden of Eden when they let the serpent trick her into tricking Adam into disobeying the Most High. Adam should have never listened to his woman in this point, but he did, and this is where they at. So this is the Lord telling her, this is going to be the type of spirit that you're going to have from here on out. Go ahead.
Khan, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
Right. The Lord said you're going to have pain when you conceive a child. When you bring forth a child, you're going to greatly have pain. It's going to be unbearable at times. Some women, you know, have lost their lives bringing forth children. You know, back in the days before they had all kinds of, hospitals and medicines and equipment and stuff like that, bearing child was a 50-50 thing at sometimes. Go ahead.
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
In sorrow, you're going to bring forth children. In pain and anger, you're going to bring forth these children. Go ahead.
And thy desire shall be
And thy desire. What is desire? Does anybody have a definition of what desire is? Can somebody get me that definition?
Salakia.
You have it?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
To long or hope for,
Mm-hmm.
exhibit or feel desire for.
To long and hope for. So the Lord has said, is your longing and your hope, you're hoping for is going to be what? Go back to the scripture.
Salaki, we may have lost. We want to pick it up.
If you could, priest,
Okay,
we had Genesis. Yeah, you got
Genesis
it.
chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the
Uh-huh.
woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he
And
shall
not
rule
the
over thee.
and that desire should be towards your husband. Your longing and your hoping for is going to be towards your husband. That's what the Lord said that a woman's going to go through. Because she disobeyed his word and got them both in the jam, that's what you women are supposed to be. That's what y'all gonna go through. That's gonna be y'all desire. Don't women say, I wish I could find me a good man. Or I want me a good man. Or I want me a rich man. Or I want me any kind of man. That ain't just because they going through it. That's because the Lord put it in their spirit, put it in their personality, put it you know what I'm saying? To always want a man. Now what you see nowadays. Now what people say. Now what them women say. I don't need no man. I'm independent. I can handle my own. I can do exactly what a man do. Isn't that the opposite of what the Lord said? Doesn't that go against the scriptures? If the Lord wanted a woman to be independent, he would have never made, them come together. The Lord would have put it to where a man can do his own thing and dwell, and a woman can do her own thing and dwell, with them not happening to be together if he designed it like that. But he didn't. He said a man should not be alone, and a woman's desire is going to be toward her husband. Now, where did we go wrong? Go ahead. We stopped following our blueprint. We stopped following our guidelines. We stopped following the thing that saved our life, that brought us to, the peak of our existence, which is these records and the laws and statutes and commandments in the word of the Most High. That's what happened. We stopped listening to our power and started listening to our oppressor. Because guess what? Back in the slavery days, some women escaped with their husbands, knowing that if they got caught, they would be unalive. But they loved their husband so much, and they wanted to stand by his side through everything, that they took that chance. Back in slavery days, a man didn't have nothing. He didn't own anything. But his woman was right there with him in the cotton fields, getting her back beat the same way. If she worked in the house, she snuck and took chances to get him extra biscuits and food, let him know what master talked about in the big house. Our women had they played soldier wars. Like they was real deal soldiers, if a woman could be one. I'm gonna say this, they had a soldier spirit. Let's say that. Because women are not supposed to be soldiers, but they had warrior spirits back in the slavery time because they endured a lot with their husbands. But today, you got the sexy reds, Cardi B's, Ice Spice, Nicki Minaj. And you know the thing is, half of them women that teaching y'all to be ratchet and do all this ratchet stuff, they got husbands. That's the funny thing about it. Cardi B was married. When she talking about she don't cook and clean, we knew that was a lie. Nicki Minaj married. Beyonce, when she said to the left, she was married to Jay-Z. Even Sexy Red got a damn baby daddy, so that means she's dealing with a man. So why are they telling our sisters to be independent, toxic, so-called bad bitches? Because they don't know what the Bible say a good woman is. Now we can go to Proverbs 31:10.
Con or con.
You got it. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead with it.
Grab that. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
Who? This is posing a question. Who can find a virtuous woman? What is the definition of virtuous? Does anybody know?
Con or con.
You got the definition of it?
Con, sir. It says having or showing high moral standards.
What? Wait, hold on.
Having or showing
Having or showing
high moral standards.
no low moral standards.
High moral standards.
No, that says low moral standard.
High moral standards.
Are our women showing high moral standards today? Are they showing that their standard is high when they walking around damn near naked, dressed like prostitutes, but want you to respect them to the utmost? Where they bending over and twerking every damn way they go. A woman can barely walk straight nowadays without twerking. Is that a virtuous woman? No. These scriptures, these records was written thousands of years ago. And even they had the question like, damn, who can find a good woman? Where the good women at? Her price is far above rubies. You know what that means? She can't be bought. No Birkin bag, no diamond necklace, no none of that can make her change her high moral standard. No matter what kind of car you got, no matter how many gifts you give, she's not gonna change her high moral standard. Because she's a good woman.
Yeah, if I could, Chaanak, you know what I mean? If I could just add a little bit, what the brother is saying is heavy, you know what I'm saying? Give the brother a hand. Like the Bible is comparing it to a ruby because, you know, this is something that you don't see often. So a sister that willing to serve the Most High, man, that's a sister that has great potential. You know what I mean? That's willing to serve the Lord. That's, you know, coming to class, changing her life, changing her behavior, changing her attitude. You know what I'm saying? Getting the perspective and getting the moral standard to herself on a moral ground. You know what I'm saying? That's the woman that should be recognized within our community. You know what I mean? Rather than the woman out there is commonly seen all the time, which is the ones that's twerking and dressed half naked. That's what's often pushed in front of our faces. It's rare to find a woman, fully dressed, holding a thoughtful conversation. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But they do exist. You know what I mean? They do exist. And those women are of value. Chaanak, you there?
Fuck it.
Who that? Yeshaya?
Come on, Council. Hey,
Oh
Shalom,
man.
Yabashim Shabakatam.
Shalom, yeah. What's going on, man? What's the time over there? Where you at right now?
It's 1:31 a.m. I'm in South Africa. I don't want.
Dang, 1 in the morning in class. Most High in Christ, man.
What's in class? I don't want.
Yeah, the water popping on.
Who that?
Ain't no sweat. I don't want.
Also, Yeshaya, what's going on?
Hey, nothing much. I don't want. Nothing much. I don't want. Trying to
All
get
right,
it.
can some? Hey. No, go ahead.
Oh no, I just told it. Maybe I think it was yesterday with with the what was his sister? No, it's his sister. That she was in the interview with Captain Tazaria on some the Bambi girl. She was she did an interview on that podcast with the brother. He always presses the. It's a big brother with braids. He
Yeah, I know
also
what you're
has
talking about.
fresh and foot type of thing. And then there was the sister next to him that they call her Bambi. And I mean like that is even a sister, she's not a looker, but even a sister, a man sees value in a woman, even if the sister has, and I'm not saying the sister, she's ugly, she's not ugly, but they are sisters better. There's always better looking, range. But even though you a sister might be looking, have a little weight on her or something like that. But if you have morals and like she has the virtue, even any man would see that and would choose that over a bad bitch because they know it's not going to be a headache. They know they're going to come home and the wife is at home cooking, I don't know, cleaning, being with him. But cancer, and also another thing is that I saw the other day the brother said, I don't know if you know that show 600 Pound Life, where they're very big. So the brother said on the thing, the sisters are 600 pounds, but they all have men, and you single. So clearly the problem is with you because they still have men. These 600 pound women, they have men. And, I just wanted to bring it that out slack. Yeah.
Yeah, no sweat. Come. Scripture say beauty is vain. So, and
Come.
Leah wasn't a looker. It was Rachel, right? Or it was Rachel.
Right.
Yeah. Jacob wanted Rachel, but guess who gave him the children? Leah did.
Right.
So, anyway, can we get verse 31? We're gonna walk it down. I mean, not 31.
31.
Verse 11. Verse 11.
All right,
Proverbs 31 and 11.
Khan, verse 11. The heart of her husband do safely trust in her.
Right. It's telling you that her husband mind, when it says in the heart, it's talking about your mind. Like his mind, he know his rib is Tawab. He know that her high moral standards are in check. He ain't got to worry about when she goes out or when she steps outside of the house when she's representing him. He safely understands, he safely trusts in what she's doing when she's out there. Because he know her. He knows she ain't out there misrepresenting him or herself. He knows when she's amongst other sisters that she's being an example. She ain't being no follower. She being an example. She keeping her things straight and tight. Everything is good to go. He trusts in her. Oh, where you going out, babe? Oh, you going out with Teresa and them? Have a couple drinks? All right, I'll see you later. He ain't got to give her the whole pep talk, check her clothing, and tell her to call every 10 minutes and all this, that. When a brother got to do that, he don't trust his wife. So he got to be on top of her to make sure she, doing what she's supposed to do because he know his wife. And if he feel like that's rightfully so, if that's what he got to do, then that's what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so you said something?
I'll let you finish. My bad. I don't want to interrupt. I was gonna say something.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
I just want to add, like, because what you're saying is spot on. The number one manipulation tactic that they use today to gaslight men to say that a man that corrects a woman now is an insecure man. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, a man is acting that way because he don't feel secure in a relationship. And in order for the relationship to be secure, you have to have trust. You get what I'm saying? There's something in your behavior that he just don't trust.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like you just read the verse, like, a man that trusts his wife in that way understands the value of that woman and how she know how to carry herself when she's out and about. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So yeah, exactly what I was trying to say. Like he know the character of that woman. He know it done been times where she done been coming in the house at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. No married woman should be stepping in no doors at no 3, 4 in the morning. Not even really 2 o'clock. And if you correct me on that, and like the only time, like, I don't know, that'd be iffy with 2 o'clock. Cause sometimes things don't end till 2 o'clock. I feel more safe when my ribs is with the sisters. Now, if she hanging out with some women that's from her school, not school, but job or some shit like that, nah, the same rules don't apply because I don't know them heifers.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know them.
And if I could, that's how it be sometimes. When you get a group of them, they get persuaded to start behaving like, them worldly women. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
You got to be strong. You got to be the example. You got to be the light. So, can you read?
Khan, so that he shall have no need of spoil.
He should have no need of spoil. Ain't not gonna be, you know what I'm saying? He not gonna lose nothing when his wife go out. Or he ain't gonna lose no sleep. He ain't gonna stay up worrying about, damn, is she all right? Or what time she come home? Or where she been at? Or is she talking to some guy? None of that. He gonna be good. It says he safely trusting her.
If I could too, could I?
Go ahead. I see you like this.
Nah. I'm just adding
And
on.
most time, Christ, I'm glad that you tap it in like that. I be used to have to like twist your arms sometimes. So like
Nah, man. I just want to make a quick point, man, because you doing your thing, man, and Like no man is like it says safely trusting her. Like no man is safely trusting in a friendly woman as well too. You know what I'm saying? If this woman is like overly friendly with male counterparts, you get what I'm saying? Like, of course, it's good for her to be welcoming and be kind to others. You know what I'm saying? But if she's out there looking for friendship or attention from outside of your relationship, you know what I'm saying? That can also break trust in your marriage, in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to throw that out
No, kind on kind, sir, because ain't no such thing as, oh, that's my friend.
there. Right.
That's my best friend. He's the guy. No, no, the hell no. I'm your everything if we married. You don't need no best friend when you got your husband. The hell is he supposed to do that I can't do?
Right.
You know, damn best friend for what? So you can tell him shit that you wouldn't tell me, and now I'm out of the damn blind. Like I'm out of the loop. This nigga knows shit that I don't even know. Hell no, no such thing as that. In the ISUPK, we got brothers. My brothers that have wives, they not my best friend. Those are my sisters, and that's my brother. We family. That's it. I respect my brother, so I respect his wife. I love my brother. I love his wife as my sister. That's it. That's as far as it goes.
Shit. If that's the case, a brother's wife, she ugly to me anyways. You
Yeah,
know? She
hey, you know what? I barely accept brothers' wives on Facebook. I barely accept brothers' wives on Facebook, and it ain't no slight to the sister. It just how I just be. Like at first, I see like who the friends are, and if I see some familiar faces, know what I'm saying, I be like, all right. Or if I see my rib as one of her friends or something like that, and she got to be in the school, I be like, okay. But I used to be bad with that, like just cause, I just try to, you know. But that's how it is because women in the world, like I'm gonna tell you this, and this ain't just off topic. If you got a woman and
she
she
posed.
smokes weed,
Mhm.
and her dealer is a man, he's having sex with your woman.
Facts.
He is.
100%.
Because when you ain't gave her them 20, 30, $40 to go get that weed, and she come back with weed, how you think she got it?
God,
Don't be naive, brothers.
Yeah.
right.
Don't choose a woman that smokes anything because she will sleep with the weed man.
Facts.
Schlock, yeah.
Go ahead.
Nah, she'll sleep with the Amazon worker.
If she ain't got Amazon Prime, she might.
Oh God.
If she want that package to come a little earlier, she might. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that, like, you got to choose a woman that has high moral standards. And these women don't have, their standards are all messed up. And it's not all women. Don't get me wrong when I'm telling you what I'm saying is because there's some sisters that just haven't found the truth yet. But they still have standards about themselves. They still carry themselves in a woman in a feminine way. But on the left hand side, a lot of these sisters are messed up by bad influences. By bad influences. Let me get Corinthians 11:3.
Schlock, if I could.
Go ahead. First Corinthians, like
Schlock, if I could. If I could, I don't want. So, uh, I don't know if this is good advice for me. It kind of worked for me. When it because even though I was in the world at the time when I met my wife, but when my parents always they always told me when you go to you have to when you meet a woman, right, and you see there's interest in that system, you have to interest in us, the sister, she must take you to her family's house or to her parents' house or where her parents is. And then from there you make a decision based on how they treat each other in that house, if this is a fit for you. Because the sister might just front because she might like you. But if you see how her parents interact with each other, that's kind of an idea that what you're gonna get one day. So like, yeah, I just want to.
That's a great advice. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
hold you.
yeah, definitely. And I know Captain Picard said what makes him kind of like sign a deal with a woman is how she interact with kids, like her ability to raise children. He said if a woman got a good ability to raise children, and I see that that's a good quality in her, then it's closer for me signing the deal.
Right.
So we got 11:3, 1 Corinthians.
Kana or Khan,
Go ahead.
verse 3. But I would have you know that
Mm-hmm.
that the head of every man is Christ,
The head of every man is Christ. Okay.
and the head of the woman
Of
is
the
the
who?
man,
And the head of the who?
and the head of the woman is the man.
See, these sisters don't want nobody to be above them. These sisters, some of these sisters in the world don't want no woman, don't want no man to be in charge of their decision. They're wanting to tell them what to wear, what to eat, who to hang out with, what not to do, what not to say, how to keep their mouth shut. They don't want that. It ain't like they've been making the right damn decisions any damn way. Some women run through men like they run through underwear. You are not choosing the right type of man. Why shouldn't you let somebody be over you? They tell you you don't need no man until you need a man. Somebody breaking your house, who you calling? You get a flat tire, who you calling? You got to lift something to heaven, who you calling? When you're in a position that you need some good advice, who you calling? A woman will sleep with a man, but would not allow a man to tell her what to wear or what to do or how to think. So you mean to tell me that your freedom in dressing and talking is worth more than your body? Like your body means nothing to you to where a man can't tell you what not to wear?
Facts.
That's that's not a good woman. That's not a woman of high moral standards. That's low. And any man that parades his wife like Kanye West, his standards is low too. He don't think much of himself or his wife. Because who in the hell in their right mind will have their woman out naked so the whole world can see? That usually breaks up relationships. When the man telling her, no, you ain't wearing that. And she's like, yes, I am. You can't tell me what to do. Like, yes, I can tell you what. A man gotta argue his authority right over her to have that right over her. Does that make sense?
If I could have my back now, this is what
Yeah,
happened
go
real
ahead,
quick.
sir. Go ahead.
Listen, as a woman, listen, if you let a man dominate you physically, you're giving him license to dominate you spiritually as well, too. You know what I'm saying? So you better, like the sisters mentioned in the comment as well, vet who you laying down with. Take your time. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right. Damn right. Because the Lord said the head of a woman is the man. You have somebody to answer to, sis. And brother, you got somebody you got to answer to too. But in the situation, in the relationship, she has to answer to him. Her desire is supposed to be towards her husband. The thing is, a lot of people out here don't know what marriage is. They don't know if once you lay down with that woman, she becomes your property, she becomes your responsibility. You are responsible for her. Sis, when you lay down with that brother, that becomes your husband. He becomes your head. He is responsible to him. Now you can't make decisions on your own. You have to consult your husband. And he'll tell you the right thing to do and the right way to move. And like General Muhammad said, some of you sisters married some idiots. And yeah, that's who y'all chose. That's who you chose to lay down with. That's who you chose. Like Captain Akkad told us at Hebrew Academy, like week 5, when he told us to choose our weights. And brothers was choosing 30 pounds and 25 pounds, not knowing what we were supposed to, what we were going to be doing. And then when we went to doing the exercise, niggas' arms and stuff were hurting. And the Captain Akkad was like, nigga, you chose what you chose. That's what you chose. That's what you got to deal with. It's the same thing. Sis, you chose that dope boy, that nigga that talk to you all kind of crazy ways, a nigga that don't know how to manage finances, ain't stable in thinking. You chose to lay down with because he dressed good, but that's the only thing he had going good for him. You chose what you chose. And like Captain Cesario says, oh, Salaki, sir, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. My bad.
No, I was going to say, like Captain Cesario said, how we date nowadays, we date backwards as hell. Like Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, how they date now, they have sex with the person first, and then they try to get to know the person. That's backwards as hell. Salaki, go ahead, sir.
Nah, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like they think the sex should go before getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
and a lot of sisters base their relationship on how good the sex is.
yeah.
Nah, he ain't worth a damn, but he got good sex, so I'm gonna keep him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he ain't got good qualities, and yeah, he hit me sometimes when I make him mad, but girl, or the brothers, yeah, she cussed me out. She don't really respect me, but hey, that thing is terrific.
If I could, a little pointer for the fellas out there as well too, man. Choose wisely. You got it. Listen, the power of choosing lies with the man. You get what I'm saying? Like it's ultimately up to him. Like a lot of these women will give it up to a dog if they had the option to. You know what I'm saying? So you decide whether or not this woman is worthy of you laying down with her. You know what I'm saying? Now a lot of cats, unfortunately, a lot of fellas give attention to women that's unworthy of that attention. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be simping, you know what I mean? Let that bitch go. Lock it go.
Can I get 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and 35?
Khan or Khan.
And that's the thing too. Women need to learn laws, statutes, and commandments, and brothers too in the world, because this is the thing too. I didn't know this stuff until I got into the school, until I got into the truth. If I knew that I had to keep every woman that I laid down with, you think niggas would be in the club hunting down women every damn night, trying to lay with them? If sisters knew that once they laid with a man, that's their husband and they can't lay with any other man, would they be so promiscuous, trying to have sex with any and everybody? But that goes to show if you really want to serve the Lord or not. Christians, I had a talk with a Christian the other day, and they told me They're a Christian. I said, oh, you a Christian. You a follower of Christ, huh? Yeah. So, Christ don't believe in abortions. Y'all Christians believe that you ain't supposed to have sex until you're married. Did you wait till you got married? Both of the answers was no. So you ain't no follower of Christ then. You don't believe in Christ. What the hell is we talking about? You don't follow after Christ. The Christian churches messed us up too, messed our sisters up. Go ahead and read.
That's what's gonna run no away. Teaching that sex is marriage.
Or they just ain't gonna believe it. They'll hear it go out of one ear and the other.
Mhm.
What run them away is saying that, oh no, you're right, sir. You're right. But running them away too is saying, like, you can't sleep with nobody else. You my wife, right? Oh, I didn't sign up for this. What you mean you ain't sign up for this? You mean you want to have sex with multiple men? Go ahead.
Khan or Khan, 1 Corinthians 14:35. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home.
Let them do what?
Ask their husbands at home.
Stop talking to your work husband all the goddamn time about your problems and what you got going on. If you want to learn something, if you got anything to say, if something intrigue your mind, learn from your man at home. If you want to know anything, learn from your man. He has your best interest at heart. They do these reality TikTok things all the time where, and I think I spoke about this before, where they put their women's best, their best friend, their so-called male best friend to the test. Them niggas failed every time. Not one of them even passed. They be like, call your boy best friend to tell her that you got in a fight with your boyfriend. Can he come over and chill? Before they could be like, yeah, we ain't talking right now. If we got in a fight, the nigga go and spill his whole real intentions. Man, I told you to leave that nigga. You don't need him. You need to be with me. I've been trying to hit that for years and years and years, and she be acting like she's so damn shocked that this nigga feel that way. Like,
Really?
you ain't that damn dumb. Or maybe you are. To think that this nigga, oh, he been my best friend for 2 years. 2 years, this nigga ain't stopped trying. Like, who is it? Is it Pepe Le Pew that chased the girl cat? He just be bouncing around. He be chasing her. He never give up.
A nigga will wait 2 years for some bots.
Yeah, wait.
A nigga will wait. He'll do them 2 years too.
He'll wait 2 years and that nigga's like a lion or a cheetah. He's like waiting on the prey. He just duck down and just waiting for it to come close. Soon as it come close, he gonna pounce on your woman.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Somebody said Salaki.
Nah, Salakia, sir. I was about to say, yeah. This is like a leopard, waiting for just the right opportunity, and some brothers, they can be very persistent in that, these brothers, when it comes to vagina, they have a certain amount of patience and determination when it comes to holding out and waiting for that opportunity. I mean,
Right.
it's crazy, when it comes to that best friend thing. In Salakia, I don't want Pepe Le Pew was after a male cat, not a female cat. Salakia.
Is that true?
Come on, Khan. That's very LGBT. That card too.
I thought I used to see him chasing a woman cat. Shit, my bad.
Salakia.
Yeah, but anyway, and then they did they did one of them damn joints, and the girl best friend was gay. and the nigga was trying to hit it. Nigga was still trying to hit it. And the boy and her boyfriend was telling her, yo, I don't like this cat. Cut it off. And then she on there crying and thinking like, oh, how could he do me like this? Girl, shut up. If you want to learn anything, learn from your man at home. Keep reading.
For it is a shame for women to speak in the church.
It's a shame for a woman to just be all mouthy, chatty amongst the congregation. Be delicate. Be sweet. Be selective of who you of what you say and how you interact with people. You know what I'm saying? That's the good qualities of a good woman. Let me get Ecclesiastes 26:6 real quick. Well, 25:16. So like Ecclesiasticus.
Con, sir.
Two more scriptures, sir. So like
Okay.
No, what are you saying?
25, other one.
25:16.
Salakia.
Was that Fred?
Con, sir.
You
Go
want to
ahead.
read?
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 25 and verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Oh, wait. I'd rather dwell with two of the most fearsome beasts, a lion and a dragon, to deal with a wicked woman. This is saying that a wicked woman is worse than both of them put together. How true that is. A wicked woman would destroy a man's life, would destroy his masculinity, his continence, his integrity. Because she will go to no end to make sure that man feels less than who he is. These are scriptures for you brothers to learn and to understand, to be wise, man. I'm pretty sure that y'all got homeboys and good friends that's going through hell with their baby mama or their girlfriend. Take note. Look at what that brother going through and look at what he chose. That's life lessons.
They say confession good for the soul.
Right.
I ain't gonna hold you. One of my greatest fears is being a baby father.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh man.
Read verse 17.
Con on the Wakan. Verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changes her face
The
and
wickedness of
darkeneth.
a woman changes her face. You can see that she's no longer desirable. She's no longer beautiful. Her face is done changed. She look evil as hell. Look like something from The Walking Dead. Go ahead.
And darken. Salakia, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead, Wade.
And darkeneth her countenance like a sackcloth.
It darkens her whole attitude, her whole personality when she's being wicked. She don't even look good to she don't
Lucky, I
even
can't
look
hear it
good.
at all. It's really choppy.
Can you hear me now?
I think it's on
I hear.
Salakia.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Salakia, sir. I think it's the bar that's your side because everything is coming through clear this side.
Yeah, it's
Con,
coming
I can
clear on
hear you.
my end as well.
So what I was saying is, like, when a woman is wicked, you can tell by her appearance. You can tell that, this ain't the right thing. You can tell how she carry herself. She just looked like something you want to stay away from. And a lot of that comes from them being like how they was raised. Give me chapter 26 and 23.
Con, sir.
Slack it.
Go ahead.
What was
Ecclesiasticus,
the scripture? I just want to write it down.
Which one?
The one you just called out one. You just went out on the scripture.
Oh, 25 and 15 and 16. Oh, 16 and
Oh, come
17.
on,
Now
come
we
on,
at 26 and 23.
come on, come.
Somebody got that?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 25. A
23,
shameless
23, 23.
Salakia. Verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
A wicked woman is given to a portion to a wicked man. If this woman is wicked as hell, you better check yourself. Check how you move. Are you moving in the right way? You keep attracting all these no good ass women? Check your own self. See what you doing. Because maybe it's something that you doing that got you attracting all these women that's trying to bring you down. Maybe you need to straighten up and fly right.
Shit, a wicked man only gonna follow his lust.
Right. And you lusting after the wicked. You lusting after whores and prostitutes and things like that. Of course you're gonna catch hell. And a lot of women have things they need to better themselves. Last one, sir, I promise. 26 and
Man, do
6.
your thing, man.
Last one, sir, 26 and 6. And this is for sisters that's having trouble because
Take your
you
time.
can have a good woman with that. I mean, she does right by you. She handles things. She cooks. She makes sure you good. She makes sure you straight until when another woman is in the picture. That's when all the
Right.
demons come out.
100%.
That's when you see where your woman at. Everything's all fine when it's only her. Oh, she's sent from heaven. Let you get another rib. Read verse 26. I mean, chapter 26, verse 6.
Con Ottawa Con. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman. And a
Is that
scourge of
not
the
bad, Rock? This is in the scriptures.
Right.
It says it's grief and sorrow mean it's no good. Her heart, meaning her mind, she's always thinking about what he's doing with this woman, who he's talking to, how many women he got, what he doing. Does he love her? This and that, this and that. And it's all because she's just jealous over that other one. And the jealousy is something she thinks she lacks. General Muhammad said, you got to have confidence in yourself, sis. You got to know your worth. Even if he got another wife, you got to know that shit. I'm the best thing he ever had. You ain't supposed to be jealous of another woman because in all actuality, that is your sister. That's grief and sorrow when you jealous of another woman. The Lord said that, not me. The Lord said that. Keep reading.
Con. And a scourge of the tongue, which communicateth with all.
Bad rock. That's bad rock. Yeah, sir.
Damn right, man. Damn right. On God Christ, man. Give it up, man. That shit was on point, on point. This is stuff that we need to hear. This is it. You know what I mean? This is it. You know, foundation on building a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand, like black people, we are the most social people on this earth. You know what I mean? This is why we dress the best. You know what I'm saying? This is why we talk with slang. This is why when we hang out and party, it be the livest. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, we got to make sure that we have a sort of a structure on how to be social with one another. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing in socializing is relationships. So make sure that both parties is doing what they supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Um, I guess we'll get to the next topic. Canuck done slid on me. You know what I mean? You out, Canuck? About to slid. Next topic is what do we title it? What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life. What is our purpose on earth? What is the reason for our existence? Right? And the reason for this is I was having a conversation with my fam and we was just like talking about random stuff and the topic of success came up, right? And I wanna pose this question to everybody that's tuning in tonight, right? What is your personal definition of success? And not everybody go at once. All right. Whoever want to go
Salaki.
first, go ahead.
Um, I just said the other day to my son, um, my personal success would be that he is better than me and that he would even be a better moral man than me one day.
I respect that. That's what's up. Give a brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know you had a youth though. I didn't even know that.
Come on, come on, son. I got
Most
two.
time. Okay. Yeah, right. Most time credit. All right. Anybody else?
Salakia. So
Go ahead.
I would say financial freedom.
Financial freedom. Okay. Okay. Now, of course, this is all personal. You know what I mean? On what you define it as, right? But yeah, personal freedom, right? If you feel like financial freedom, Salaki. Financial freedom is your means of success. Right on, you know what I'm saying? Get a brother a hand. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody in the chat? If you want to type it in. Big
Salakia,
Drew. Somebody said Salagia.
Khan, sir.
Okay, go ahead, Drew.
I was gonna say, raising, raising a family, being able to live comfortably, and in doing those things, knowing that I'm living a life that's pleasing to the Most High.
Okay, that's real. That's real. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Raising up offspring after you that's gonna hold on to your legacy. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I mean, get a brother a hand. Get a brother a hand. Big Drew said, "Success to me is being the best person you can be to more than yourself." Right? I agree. You know what I'm saying? Living out your full potential. The sis says, "Success to me means doing all I was put here to do while I'm on this earth." Facts, facts. You know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all see what we did here, right? The thing is, everybody got their own individual definition of success, right? It's not just a one track to it, right? And unfortunately, what this world promotes and pushes on us is that um, material things defines you on your level of success rather than actually being morally right or morally sound. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all ever seen the movie The Pursuit of Happiness? We ever seen that movie?
Come on, come.
Khan,
Yes, sir.
Y'all like that movie? It's pretty good.
it's pretty
Come on,
good.
come.
Pretty wild. Yeah, it's a dope movie. You know what I'm saying? With his cat was grinding hard for his son. right? And that was his drive in making sure that he accomplished his goals. You know what I'm saying? So each and every one of us, we got, our individual means of what it means to us to be happy. You know what I'm saying? And what the Bible says in regards to that, right? And pursuing all you do is making sure that you don't put emotions over your morals. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with wanting to be happy, right? That's an emotion like every other emotion. We're humans, so we have emotions. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, too much of anything is not good for you. You get what I'm saying? So if
Right.
you're going to be pursuing happiness, right, don't be excessive in it so much so that you're willing to trim your morality for it. You get what I'm saying? All right. So let's get Ecclesiasticus 11 and 14.
Khan out of Wakan.
If I could, Fred, I wanted to get somebody else. You did read the last 2 times. I definitely appreciate that. Just want to give brothers the opportunity
Khan.
Khan.
to read as well. All right. Who else? Anybody else got it? You can go ahead and read.
Khan on Khan, sir. I got it. The
All right,
book
you
of
got it, bro.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter. Khan on Khan, sir. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 11, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Prosperity and adversity, life and death,
Mm-hmm.
poverty and riches
Mm-hmm.
come of the Lord.
Right. This is the first thing that you must establish as your foundation, as your base, right? And wanting to live out your purpose on earth, right? Is to understand that everything that comes your way, whether it's good or bad, guess what? Comes from the Lord. It comes from the Creator. You understand what I'm saying? So that should tell us what?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
This is why we stress enduring until the end, because all these situations here, you can experience each one of these throughout your lifetime.
100%. I like that answer. I like that answer. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Right? You can definitely experience those in a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what life is all about. It's not just gonna just be one way, right? Where you're just happy, happy all the time, all the time. It's not how it is. You know what I'm saying? But knowing that the Lord brings good and bad in your life, right? You should understand that it's a direct response in you serving Him. So if you want good, if you want to accomplish certain things in life, you know what I'm saying? If you want to find out your purpose, right, in life, right, what should you do then? Anybody? I guess
Salakia.
skip. Oh, my bad, Julio. My bad. Real quick, my bad. Julio said he got skipped. Let me read your answer. My bad. Accepting and having a relationship with Jesus Christ, accepting His scarf, scarfization. I don't know. My bad. I can't really. I think you said try to say sacrifice, sacrification. But yeah, kind of. You know what I mean? That's your meaning for success. Most High in Christ, Julio. All right, go ahead. Yeshai. My bad.
I mean, pleasing the Lord, other one. Like
Right.
if you want to experience all these good things that the Lord, is saying here, like the prosperity, life,
Mm-hmm.
riches, not necessarily riches, but yes, riches as well. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta please Him in order for Him to give you something.
Right. A fact. You know what I'm saying? Everything, every reward comes from God. You know what I'm saying? Everything you
Right.
do, every action that you do, there is a reaction to it. And the Lord decides whether or not you do is worthy to be punished for or worthy to be rewarded for. You know what I'm saying? The sister said that tells us that true success will come from pleasing the Most High. Exactly. You know what I mean? Now,
Right.
with church, unfortunately, that's the only thing that they focus on in teaching the Word of God. All they do is focus on prosperity and riches. Now, there's nothing wrong with having bread. All right. I'm not here to tell you that having bread is a sin. You get what I'm saying? You got fake Israelites out there that's, who think that, it's okay to live on the streets and think, that's what's up. No, it's not. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's good to have a roof on your head. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have a little bit of bread in your pocket. It's good to have the basic necessities that you need to sustain yourself in your day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? The main essentials to life is what? What's the main essentials to life? Water, food.
Uh, Salak.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
They say food,
Mm-hmm.
food, raiment, and shelter.
But he's reading the scriptures because that's exactly what it said in the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Give the brother a hand. You know what I mean? Nah. Food, clothing, and a roof over your head. You dig what I'm saying? And guess what? It costs bread to get these things. The problem is when we become excessive and we only hyper focus on those things, we place our purpose on the material rather than the spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely commend the ones that was talking about how, building a family, you know what I'm saying, having more freedom and leisure, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the stuff that's you're going to have a spiritual connection or be spiritual in the Most High, you know what I'm saying, to raise it up right or to make it prosper, right? But material things, your cars, your clothes, you know what I'm saying, everything that's, it's built up through man eventually goes away. It fades away. But the thing that's going to last forever is the words of the Most High. So you got to make sure you do what pleases him, right? Let's drop that. Let me get Ecclesiastes 9 and 10.
Khan or Khan.
All right. Sis said, for us to have special talents to help one another. Right, right. I agree. I agree. You know what I'm saying? Those that have bread, you know what I mean? It's you have that bread to help out those that don't have bread. Right? We have laws that's written up in our Bible where any food that goes outside of your fence, you know what I'm saying, it's supposed to be left there for the poor. You know what I'm saying? Those that have wealth, you know what I'm saying, it's supposed to make sure that the poor is taken care of. But fortunately, this world teaches how to be greedy. Right? In the words of DMX, don't be greedy, give to the needy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Food, clothing, roof. Sis says success is also character development, mental strength, things money can't even buy. That is a perfect answer. You know what I'm saying? That was the answer I was actually looking for, but that's better late than never. You know what I mean? That's a perfect answer.
Right.
All right. Damn right, get a sister in the hand. You know what I mean? Big Jew said, concert, the Christian church literally teaches prosperity is being blessed. Yep. If you ain't got a big house and a nice car, that means God don't love you. That's what they teach in the Christian church. All right.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
I was at the store. It was like a little shopping center, and the I had my windows down, and I see people walking past, and the one brother is asking the other one, "How you doing?" And he shouted, "I'm blessed." And for some reason, I said it in my mind, and it came out of my mouth. And I'm like, "Do you know where you at, mother effer? We are in the ghetto, and you blessed." Look,
God. Nah, listen. You try it. What you said, I can understand. You know what I'm saying? Because we are definitely being judged on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Like we in a horrible condition. You know what I mean? At the same time, right? Not to be indifferent. At the same time, I can understand You know, and unfortunately, a lot of it could stem from Christianity. But what I found in my lifetime, where I was traveling, I would go to spots where it was, high poverty. Yeah, I mean, people don't have as much resources, but yet those people that was living in those areas was happy. You know what I'm saying? Smiling. You know, they had a family with them. You know, they had more joy, you know what I'm saying, than people that was back home in America. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times perspective is key, right? Which is very important in finding out your purpose.
Come on, come.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you only focus on the things that's in front of you, that's in your sight, you know what I'm saying? You only gonna chase, material things. You know what I'm saying? Things that you can actually feel, touch, and see and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But like the sister mentioned in the comment as well, like character development, a strong, mental strength, a healthy body. You know what I'm saying? Those things, man, if you have a, good perspective, no matter what condition that you in, if you have those things, you are considered happy. You know what I'm saying? You are considered blessed. You know what I'm saying? Because you found a purpose that goes beyond than what this world can provide. You dig what I'm saying? But
Right.
but let's get what verse I call Ecclesiastes 9 and 10.
Khan or Khan.
All
Come
right,
on,
go ahead.
come.
So, you can go ahead and read Drew. I know you read last time, you sure?
Khan or
Come on,
Khan.
come.
All right.
Ecclesiastes, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it
Mm-hmm.
with thy might.
You do it what?
With thy might.
What does that mean? Whatever your hand finds to do it with that might.
Slack.
Go ahead.
Slack. If say for instance, if there's an order or a task at hand, don't do it slothful. Don't be lazy about it. We have a saying, when you do something, you do it with pride. So your name is on that thing. So whoever is, see the product that you did, or the order that you completed, they'll know that you did it. So yeah, come. So it's like
Got it.
almost like you don't do it slothful, but you do it, with everything you got.
Facts, facts. I like that answer. I like that answer. You know what I mean? If anybody else want to give it a shot, they go right ahead. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just stick with your shy answer, right? You know what I'm saying? Don't be slothful. You know what I'm saying? Don't be lazy. Whatever you do, you want to put your all into it. You know what I'm saying? Hard work does pay off. You know what I'm saying? And you want to wake up with the mindset that in order for me to get what I need to get, I have to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you find your hands to do, whatever skill you have. There's some of us that know how to make hair oils from scratch. There's some of us that know how to paint, write music, know how to make clothes, make garments, make headpieces. You know what I'm saying? There's some of us that know how to farm and till the ground. You know what I'm saying? There's some of us that know how to build cars and mechanics. Whatever skill you have, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you able to contribute to help you in your life, you know what I'm saying? Do it with all your heart. Put your all into it. Work hard at it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's benefits in you working hard. All right? But I think the scripture said as well, too, like with Proverbs, Solomon was saying, observe the ant. I don't know if y'all familiar with that verse, right? Observe the ant and how they work and till, and they gather branches and bring it back to their colony and all of that stuff, and working hard just so they can have leisure in the wintertime or fall. I'm paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying? But he was just saying that based off observing how hard ants work. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to be able to sit back, right? If you want to have leisure, you know what I'm saying? It only comes from you putting in the work first. You know what I'm saying? You put in the work now, later on, you'll be able to sit back and be like, all right, did what I needed to do. All right, you have something, Officer Shabar?
Talaki, I just want to back you up
Mm-hmm.
real quick with a precept. In Colossians chapter 3, in verse 23, it says,
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men.
Right.
Right? And it says, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Christ.
Perfect precept. Get a brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? Like it's saying the same thing. Whatever you do it heartily. Put your whole heart into it. You know what I'm saying? Believe that you can accomplish it. You know what I'm saying? You put in the work, you put in the effort, there will be a reward behind it. All right, let's jump back to Ecclesiastes.
Khan or Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Salakia, sir.
1 second, Drew. Go ahead, Yeshaya.
Nah, Salakia, sir. I just wanted to get that verse that Officer Shabar just read. Salakia, I don't want.
That was
Khan.
Colossians chapter 3, in verse 23.
To order.
In the Bible.
Check. I need to grab that too.
That's good. That's good. I like y'all taking notes, man. That's great. That's excellent, man. You know what I mean? This is what it's all about. It's the Israelite school of universal and practical knowledge. You know what I mean? It's not the
That's right.
Israelite church. Right. What was that, Chaanak? What you said, Chaanak? You on mute, boy. You on mute. You on mute, Chaanak.
Oh, so damn.
Nah, no.
Like, yeah, I was saying that's right. We the school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't no break off of a break off. You come here to learn.
Right. Damn right.
How can you learn if you're not taking notes?
100%. 100%. All right. So let's go ahead and get that Ecclesiastes back to Ecclesiastes.
All right. Khan or Khan, the rest of verse 10, all right?
Khan Bokashai.
All right. Khan or Khan. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither
Right.
thou goest.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you allowing yourself to wither away and let time fly by. Guess what? When you become unalive, you know what I'm saying? Basically, all of those talents that you sat on, all those days you let go by, is now come to nothing, come to waste. You know what I'm saying? The Lord placed us on this earth to live. Right? We're here to live. Like He's not the God of the dead. It's not when you go and then that's when you'll be able to have all the things in life. You get what I'm saying? It happens when you're alive. Right? So while you're alive, you want to make sure that you utilize your days to the best of your ability. Finding out your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a role to play on this earth. You know what I'm saying? And understanding the bigger picture in things. And understanding that it may be bigger than you, right? Is what's going to help you understand what you need to do on this earth. And we all got a role to play. We all got a role to play. You know what I'm saying? But when you leave, guess what? And you ain't going to be able to put in no work. You're not going to be able to reap any benefits of your work. All of that is going to be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, when you go, you can't take it with you. You know what I'm saying? While you on earth, you want to put your all into whatever you put in your hands on. And guess what? The Lord will bless it. The Lord does appreciate a hard worker. You know what I'm saying? There's some people out there that they feel like they have to be the best in whatever they do. There's nothing wrong with that. I know for damn sure me as an Israelite, I'm the same way. Whatever I do, I want to be the best at it. Right? And the only way you can master a thing is consistency.
Block you
You
off. So
just
come out, you
gotta
there?
keep going, keep going. Go ahead, Officer.
You gonna pick it up till he come back?
You said what? What was
He's
that,
still
Shabbat?
on, priest.
He's talking?
Gone.
You can hear me?
Oh, I can't. Okay, I can't hear him. It's frozen on my end.
Oh,
Yeah, you probably got to check your connection. Go out and come back in.
Come.
God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Like you say.
consistency. Not the water. No, there's no sweat. You know what I'm saying? Consistency is everything. Gotta stay at it, stay at it. Eventually, you'll master it. Eventually, you'll reach to the level that you desire to reach to. You know what I mean? You don't have to take shortcuts like most people do. Because guess what? They'll get where they need to get to, you know what I'm saying? But they'll lose out on their soul. Right? Well, like the scriptures say, what profiteth man to gain the whole world but lose his own soul? That's why you have these entertainers and people that's on top, the rich and wealthy, half of them losing their mind. You know what I'm saying? All over the internet, humiliating themselves and whatnot. Because they have the riches of the world, you know what I'm saying? But they lose out on themselves because they're not really living out what they're supposed to be doing on this earth. They thought they could take shortcuts just to get the fast pass. You know what I'm saying? And that can lead you to destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's drop that. Let me get 1 John 2 and 15.
Con, sir.
All right, you got that word.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Love not the world,
Mm-hmm.
neither the things that are in the world.
Mm-hmm.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Right. Love not the world. What does that mean? This is for all these John 3:16 quoters out there. People who got John 3:16 on their bumper and on their computer screen and written on the walls in their crib. Right? He says, love not the world. So is the Bible contradicting itself? What is this talking about? Anybody?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
I believe when it says world, it means like the society, like don't love like the ways of society, essentially.
Fact. You're exactly right. Get the brother in hand. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose yourself trying to fit in with this world. Right? Don't trim your ways just to seek love from this empire. You know what I'm saying? This society teaches you that you can get success quick. You know what I'm saying? Overnight. Right? And oftentimes we're taught how we have to, do things that's immoral in order to reach that overnight success. That's why cats out there is hustling and all that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like, they got to reach that success that way. When they learn that from the world, they learn that from the oppressor. That's how the white man got rich in America. You know what I'm saying? He cut corners.
Rich.
Right? He didn't do it by
Right.
hard work. You think the oppressor is a hard-working people? You know what I'm saying? The white man is they were hard-working people? No, they're not. They're not hard-working people. You know what I'm saying? They are the ones that cut the most corners out of every other race. But yet they turn back and call you lazy. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that we should not pattern our life after. We should not pattern our life after this society. You know what I'm saying? We should do it in the way that the Lord commanded us to do it. You know what I'm saying? By not loving the world, by not trimming our ways just to seek love, by not doing evil and getting rid of our integrity and our morality just to reach success. Right? Read on.
Sir. Verse 16. For all that is in the world, lust of the flesh,
Mm-hmm.
and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life,
Mm-hmm.
is not of the Father.
All right. That's all that's in the world. You know what I'm saying? Is the lust of the flesh, right? The pride of life. That's what all it is. The society teaches you on. The spirit of this place is based on pride, right? That's why they have stuff like Pride Month, Proud Boys, Proud to be American. You know what I'm saying? Because it's based off of pride, and they pride themselves on what? Material things, on physical wealth, and not spiritual wealth. All right. The sister said you can't actually love the Most High and follow the things of this world, as the things of this world are direct opposition of the Most High facts. You know what I'm saying? Sis said going back to the topic on women, they literally started paying our woman more as an incentive to forget her actual role. Facts. You know what I'm saying? They'll teach a woman to neglect her purpose of being a mother. You know what I'm saying? They'll teach her to neglect her purpose of her moving in her feminine energy, right? And teach her that she should be masculine. She's the head of the household. She don't need no man. You know what I'm saying? And then you miss your whole purpose in life. You aborting your baby. You know what I'm saying? When the greatest office that a woman can have is the office of a mother. The greatest role that she can have is the role of a wife. You know what I'm saying? And the oppressor would teach you how the things of this world is much better than you being a mother or being a wife. You know what I'm saying? Being a husband, reaching your purpose in life. Right? Let's drop that. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 1.
Sir.
I know you just read. Did you want to read Shabar? I don't think I heard you read yet.
Chaanak, the book of wisdom, the wisdom of Solomon,
Mm-hmm.
chapter 2 and verse 1.
Verse 1.
All right. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves,
All
but
right.
not aright.
Right.
Our
This is
life is
how.
short and tedious,
Right.
and in the death of man there is
You can
no
hear me?
remedy. Neither was there any
I don't think
man,
you can hear
Yeah, you can hear me.
Shabbat.
neither
Shabar.
was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Hey, Shabbat. Salaki.
You,
Can you hear Officer Thawshot?
La Asr.
oh, yeah. So yeah, there's a lag. Hey, you can just let it. I don't know if you can hear me, Shabar. I'm gonna just have somebody else read until you
Salaki.
get
He
your
said,
connection to Wild.
well, any of my other brothers want to pick it up?
So I got it.
Go ahead, boy.
Slack, so you want me to read it over again?
Yeah, start at verse 1. Bible shot.
Chapter 2, verse 1. Khan. The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning reasoning with themselves,
Right. This is how people in the
but
world
not.
think. This is how they think. You know what I'm saying? This is how, when you side with this society, this is what they push on you, promote to you to think like. Right? Read on.
Khan. Slack it. Uh, but not a right for our lives is short and tedious,
Mm-hmm.
and in the and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man neither was there any man know to have returned from the grave.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. For we are born at all for we are born at all adventure, and we shall be and we shall be yet after as though we had never been.
Mm-hmm.
For the breath of our not for the breath in our nostrils is as smoke,
Mm-hmm.
and a little spark is and a little spark in the moving of our heart.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how the world will make you think, right? Well, life is just short. You only have one chance at this thing. Who cares about being moral and being just and standing with the Most High? You have one opportunity to experience this thing called life, right? So they puff themselves up with pride and thinking that you can do whatever you want to do, right? Because you only got one life to live, right? Teaching you how only to live in the moment. Just like Esau, who gave up his birthright for a morsel of meat. Because he was hungry in that moment, he was willing to give up his right over the rulership of this earth. You know what I'm saying? And with us, we got these young cats, what they call YNs, who's going around and shooting up the whole neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Because they being taught that, well, you're gonna die tomorrow anyways. What's life anyways? You might as well do what you gotta do now. You know what I'm saying? And they teach us that life could possibly continue. That life they don't teach us that life could possibly continue on. You know what I'm saying? And like I mentioned in here, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is the God of the living. Right? Our expectations by serving Him is that we're going to live. You know what I'm saying? But the world will
Right.
teach you the opposite. That life is short. Right? Jump me down to verse 11, for time's sake.
Verse 11. Let our strength be let our strength be the law of justice,
Mm-hmm.
for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So let us do the things that we want to do, that we find pleasurable, you know what I'm saying, and just follow after that. We set our own rules. Because YOLO, tomorrow ain't promised. You know what I'm saying? That's what the world will push you to think, right? Read on.
Verse 12. Wherefore let us lie and wait for the righteous,
Mm-hmm.
because he is not for because he is not for our because he is not for our turn,
Mm-hmm.
and he is clean contrary to our doings.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Every leader that was
He
if I could just pause you right there real quick, right? Every leader that was propped up amongst us, you know what I'm saying, was all brought down by those who hated the fact that they was trying to get them right by their own kind. You know what I'm saying? And how the people in the world would think if it's not talking about them being rich overnight, if it's not talking about the new car, the new house, and all that stuff, people don't want to hear it. They'll hate it and reject it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not mainly just talking about just you just living a lavish utopia life. Right? There's more to life than just that. Right? You want to dig deep into your life to see what it is my purpose is. What is my role? What is the reason why I was made on this earth? Right? And you'll find that is much more than what you think it to be. Right? Let's drop that. Let me get Ecclesiasticus 14 and 11. No, let me get First Timothy 6 and 5. First Timothy 6 and 5.
Con out of Wakan.
Whenever you got it, you can go ahead and read.
Con out of Wakan. It's the book of First Timothy, chapter 6, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Preserve disputings of men of corrupt minds
Mm-hmm.
and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness.
All right. Supposing that what?
Gain is godliness.
Right. This is what we're taught. Like the only way you'll be worth something if you're just extremely rich and wealthy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it makes people cut out on their potential, on what they actually can provide on this earth. You dig what I'm saying? There is something, a unique spark in each and every one of us that we can produce and provide on this earth that'll be beneficial for us, for all of us all. You know what I'm saying? But we're taught that in order to be worth something, or to be, appreciated as anything, we have to be like this world. We have to think excessively and wanting to be rich and wealthy. You know what I'm saying? But gain is not godliness. Just because you have bread doesn't mean that's a man of God. Doesn't mean God likes you. Sometimes you can be blessed by the devil himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to say something, Chaanak?
Still out the other one.
How you know I was about to get off
Yeah, how we
on
know it? Go ahead. And I
that?
got you, Shy, right after.
I was going to say, because look at all these pastors. Look at T.D. Snakes and Eddie Long and all these people that got wealth from being wicked with the Lord's chosen people. And now look at what kind of situation they're in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look at how the oppressor, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of, how he dangles lustful things in front of your eyes in order for you to lose your integrity, to lose your spirit that the Lord gave you, and to choose the world, which is vain. They try to tempt Christ the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to definitely take a page out of the Christ book, because he gave us the blueprint on how to fight such things. Like,
Facts. That's exactly right, man. You know what I'm saying? Christ was tempted with the same thing. He put him on the mouth, and Satan showed him all of the world and said, listen, you can have all of this if you just bow down and worship me. You know what I'm saying?
Still out.
There's some things more important than the riches of this world. Go ahead, I'll say, Shy. You got it, word. My bad.
Come on, sir. I had a question on that topic of Satan putting, but I'm gonna leave that for later, maybe. Um, with the gain is godliness, I don't want. There was a situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with the one cat, and he's about my age, and he had a younger brother, maybe I think maybe 4 or 5 years younger. But we
Mm-hmm.
always knew this cat is just way too feminine. It's in him that he's gonna be LGBT one day because this cat is just way too feminine.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually he grows up, he finishes university, he's making a little money and stuff. So I don't know what it was, what is his profession. So so now he's making money. He's about to move out of the house. So now he's trying to justify being gay because he's saying, I just got this promotion. Surely God wanted me to have the promotion. He wouldn't have given me the promotion if I was LGBT. So I said to him, but drug dealers also are very rich and they make a lot of money. They got big mansions and stuff. Do you think God want them to have that money because they're selling drugs to pregnant women and to children?
Right.
And
Exactly
I
right.
just left it there. It's like,
God, damn right. God, that's exactly right, man. I mean, God, like it's not how it goes. And a lot of people, like the scripture said, gift destroys the heart. People will think just because things is going good for him, good for them, that God must be behind it. Right? You just sold that dime bag, you was able to re-up. God must have want you to re-up. That's why all these drug dealers have what? A Jesus piece around their neck. Christian cross. You know what I'm saying? Because the Christian church teaches us that the only way for God to be with you is you have to be rich, which is not true at all. You know what I'm saying? Big Drew said that's talking right at prosperity preaching and preachers like Creflo Dollar. Right. Fact. All they talk about. Right. Sis said it's important to be in the world and not of the world. 100%. You know what I mean? Don't
right.
let the world finesse you out of your gift, out of your spirit, your spark, your light. Don't let this world finesse you out of that. You know what I'm saying? And it will use you and manipulate you in doing that. You'll be feeling exhausted because you gave everything to this world and you didn't leave nothing for the Most High. All right? You want to work on building up this kingdom, doing the will of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because everything in this world is going to be gone. Right? If we could continue on.
Con or con. From such, withdraw thyself.
Mm-hmm.
But godliness with contentment is great gain.
Right. Godliness with contentment is great gain. What is contentment?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
That you are if I could just maybe could put in a couple of words, that you are satisfied or you are you are good with what you have. You can do with what you have.
Right. That's exactly it. You know what I'm saying? You content. You satisfied with what you have. Right? As long as you have your necessities, like we established earlier in the topic. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have that and you have your morals intact, guess what? You're more better than some billionaire who had to do something immoral in order to reach those riches. You dig what I'm saying? The Lord see you with more value than the rich and wealthy that's not serving him. All right? If you have the shelter, roof over your head, food, water, you know what I'm saying? Be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? Be content. Now, if you want a better car, that's the one that you do have, you want a better house than the one that you are living in, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But that does not make you who you are. That doesn't define you, you know what I'm saying, as a human being. Your character defines you. All right? Read on.
For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
All right. You know what I'm saying? You came in this world with nothing. Guess what? You're going to leave with nothing. All right? Read on.
and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
Mm-hmm.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into
Mm-hmm.
many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Your purpose is bigger than just material things, right? Read on.
For the love, for the love of money is the root of all evil.
Now, I'm sure some of us probably heard of that scripture, this scripture right here before, right? Right? For the love of
Come
money,
on, come.
you know what I'm saying? Right? What does this mean? What is this
Slack
talking
it.
about? Go ahead.
Now, I just wanted to say that they always quote that scripture wrong though. They
Hmm.
quote it very incorrect because they say uh, money is the root of all evil, but it's actually the love of money. I always hear them say money is the root of evil, but it's the love of money.
Hmm. Exactly right. Exactly right. It's the love for it, which is the root of all evil, right? Because you want it so bad, you're willing to do whatever it takes to get it, whatever it takes. And at the end of it all, you're going to find out that that is not what's going to satisfy you. It's not. Like I mentioned prior, what profit of man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? Right? The love of money is the root of all evil. You know what I'm saying? You can have bread in your pocket. The scriptures say that money is a defense. Right? You need it to get certain things in this life. You know what I'm saying? But it is not the end all be all. Right? Let me get Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, and I'm going to end it with this.
I got it, sir.
All right, you got that, boy.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Hmm.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
Right. This is the whole meaning to life right here. This is the conclusion of the whole matter. After all that we went through, all the verses that we went through, right? This is right here the end all be all. Right? This is what matters the most. Right? Read that from the top again.
Come on. Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Hmm.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
And do what?
Keep his commandments.
Right. The whole meaning to life is that you're serving the Most High. Right? You serving the Most High with all your heart. Right? Like we read, whatever you do, right, do it heartily unto the Lord. You want to put your all into it. And eventually the Lord will fit you right in on what your purpose is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you are the brother that's supposed to get a mechanic shop and fix the people cars in the neighborhood so they don't have to ride the bus and all that stuff and create businesses and infrastructure so people can have jobs. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you the brother or the sister that's supposed to be a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So that way our nation can have medical assistance. All right? Maybe your purpose is to be the the one that helps with grooming. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of people's hair, taking care of people, giving the ointments and the stuff that they need in order to be, bodily nourished. You know what I'm saying? Each and every one of us have a role and something that we can contribute. You know what I'm saying? But following the Most High, keeping the commandments of the Most High is the main thing, right? In order to be prosperous in whatever you put your hands on, right? Read on.
For this is the whole duty of man.
For this is what?
The whole duty of man.
This is what it's all about. This is the whole duty of man. from the time you're born until the time you go. All right, everything you do on earth stays on earth. You will be judged right here. So you want to make sure while you pursuing the things that you pursue on this earth, that you keeping the Lord as your main principle. All right, and with that, that's all I got. Unless, oh yeah, Yeshai, you said you had a question real quick. My bad.
Khan, sir.
Uh-huh.
I was just asking about say when Christ was on the when Satan was tempting Christ, right? And he went into a and he was, I think he went into a trance, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he saw the devil, right? He didn't see Satan himself. He saw a person, right? Because it's clear a person spoke to him.
Well, the thing you got to understand is that all of this that was going on while he was in the wilderness was happening in his mind, right? If you read the verse,
Khan.
right? If you read the verse, it will say, you know, that when Christ went into the wilderness, he went alone, so he can fast and do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? So he was there by himself, and whatever he was being whatever he was being tempted with was happening right up here. You know what I'm saying? And that is a great lesson that we can take, you know, and what we do in our day-to-day life to understand that the battle starts with you. You know, the battle starts right here in your mind, in your brain. Once you're able to conquer that, guess what? You'll be able to conquer everything else. You get what I'm saying?
Khan.
Right. So it wasn't a physical being that zapped in front of, you know, Christ, you know what I'm saying? It was just happening and played out in his mind. You get what I'm saying?
Khan.
All right. That, anything else? Guess you got it, Chaanak.
All right, with that, y'all, we gonna end the class. The water for coming on, the water for everybody, the water to Officer Shabar, Officer Yeshaya, young man Drew, young man what's
Freddy.
Fred. There you go, young man Fred. Like, share, subscribe to the Florida IHBK Florida channel. Pay your Passover fee yesterday. Pay that thing yesterday. So we can get a little piece of this kingdom and see what the Lord has in store for us in Hot Atlanta. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll catch y'all again next Tuesday as we do it. You know what I'm saying? Lord allow. You know what I'm saying? How about you, Shabaraka Thumb to the brothers? How Shamar Thought by Shim Yabashah to the sisters. Shalom, y'all. The water.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.